the preamble.
There we go.
Now it says this meeting is being live streamed. I got it.
Got it.
And I go back over here so that when it comes up live, I want to make sure that it's muted. Otherwise, you'll hear an echo. So I muted it down here. Live chat. And I go like this. And
There it is.
live right there.
I just got a
AZ
notification.
is
from you.
here.
told you.
Hey, David.
AZ, how you doing?
And then Corey Mono. Yep.
Hey, Corey. Doesn't AC have so many drones now? He's got a 40% share in DJI.
I think he does. He's got more drones than anybody I know.
Yeah.
Hey, TJ.
Hey, TJ.
Yeah, so Skippy's standing right here off camera.
But you can't see me.
Hey, Skippy. I remember when you were up painting upstairs a long time, it's
Yeah.
quite a while back, but
Huh.
it's been some time. How you doing, sir?
There you are. There's Skippy.
Hey, I'm live.
He's
Yeah.
alive.
Yeah.
Now I'm gone.
Yeah. AZ said he's doing good. How are you doing, David?
I'm doing better all the time. Doing better all the time.
Good. That's good to hear. Because I know you were struggling there for a while.
Yeah.
Did JD ever get a hold of you? He said he was going to come over and take you out to dinner.
No, not yet, but it hasn't been that long. Just like last week or something, I started coming back regularly. Kind of slept all day yesterday, so that was weird. So that's why I didn't come on at all.
Oh.
But
Well, you must have needed it. When you're tired, you're tired.
well, they added a medication about 2 weeks ago, and it's just a little too powerful. But it hasn't been that long, just like last week or
Hey,
What's up?
Mr. Giggles.
Hey, man.
What's going on? What's up?
How you doing?
I'm doing good, David. Yourself?
There's
I'm
Skippy.
doing good.
Hey, Skippy.
Skippy left.
Skippy.
Get your paint there, you know? Want to say hi?
That's makes all the noises, huh?
Yeah, that's the man behind the giggles.
The man behind the giggles. That's funny.
Mr. Giggles and Wiggles. I'm changing his name.
Let me clear my throat.
What, down at, you do that?
Yeah.
Or do they, you do that?
Yeah. Anthony Alexander's his name, and is also known as Mr. Giggles and Wiggles.
Mr. Giggles, Wiggles, and Jiggles. That's funny. Where's Hodges at?
I don't know unless he put a nail through his foot or something. I don't know.
Oh,
His foot can't come down off the ladder.
Might have nailed himself to the new stairs. I don't know.
probably. Looks like Corey changed his logo.
Corey's been doing some racing.
No, for real?
I think they race indoors this time of year up where he is.
Oh,
He's really good at that.
Yeah.
I remember a couple of years ago watching him do that.
AZ says, "What's up, Giggles?"
What's that? What's that?
So, did you find another job yet?
No, not yet. I was actually gonna call. I was gonna.
Yeah.
I was gonna call that.
I know. You got Dave Ennis is laughing now.
I can't help it. I'm laughing with you. I'm not laughing at you.
Yeah, there you go. It's always good to have people laughing with you.
Yeah,
It makes it better.
yeah. Doesn't
So
hurt
you
quite
bet-
as bad.
Have you been looking for a job or what?
Yeah, like I called.
I heard you were applying to be a crossing guard at some school.
Yeah, maybe, or doing something, getting on with an electrical company or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You could be an electrical tester. Stick your fingers in here.
That's funny. Oh, that's hilarious.
And on a 220 socket, you could stick your tongue in the little hole.
Oh, that's funny.
Hey, Dominic is there.
Hey, Dominic.
He's got heaps to do, so he's heaping while he's
Oh.
sheeping. Yep.
Like heaps and mounds.
Yeah.
Heaps and mounds.
I'll see you later.
Okay. All right. Say goodbye to Skippy.
Bye, Skippy.
Bye, Skippy.
Did Dallas come and hang out with you today?
Oh yeah, she's here.
Oh. Now, was that the one? Is that the one that Skippy? Is he the one that lives below you?
No, Skippy is he professionally paints.
Oh, was he painting your house or something?
No, he stopped by he lent me some paint for the upstairs.
Oh, there you go.
Gave me some paint and there he goes.
Bye.
Oh man.
No, there's no snow. There's no snow today.
No, it's 57 degrees.
Oh, that's not too bad.
No.
45 here and
Yeah.
sunny.
Man, these are
It was 60 here yesterday or 2 days ago. I don't know. Before today, it was 60.
Az said that there's a grave under you.
Under who?
Under you. Da 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 da.
There goes Skippy.
I know why Giggles is giggling now.
Oh yeah, he's playing with his toys.
Yeah.
This was given from a
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
a student gave this to wifey, so. And then
Well,
I got her this for Valentine's Day
Yeah.
and some chocolate.
Is it a cocaine snort? Is that what?
You probably could take the end of this off and like cut it and just use it as a cocaine straw.
Hey, Anthony, what state do you live in?
I'm in Florida. Where are you?
Florida, I'm in Missouri,
Oh,
the
is it?
newest recreational legalized cannabis state in the country.
Oh, okay.
He's in between St. Louis and Kansas City.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm right in Columbia, Missouri, about 30 miles north of Jeff City, which isn't that the capital? I think it's the capital.
Jefferson, yeah.
Yeah, I don't go down there at all. I don't go anywhere.
David doesn't like to associate with them clowns.
No.
Yeah.
Just me and Lou.
Corey said that 2 or 3 weeks ago, it was 40 below. And now it's 45 above.
crazy.
He
weather.
is up north of Toronto, up by I think he's near Ottawa, isn't he?
Must
Did
be
you guys
pretty
see
cold there.
Lou?
Can I get a Pepsi?
Yes.
A Pepsi.
Yep.
A Pepsi.
No,
What
that
you
is
want to drink
well,
a
no.
Pepsi for?
She saw your pictures and she wanted to know. Step over a little bit. She wanted to know, is that a puppy? She pointed at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Black thing.
that's a puppy. That's Lou.
That's his
Hi,
puppy
Lou.
dog right there.
Hi, Lou.
Oh,
you doing?
What kind of dog is she? He.
She's a pit.
Pit.
Pit bull,
Yeah.
like Mia, but she's a black one.
Yeah, she's just little. She's not right at a year, but she's just small. She just
And she is David's constant companion.
Oh.
I don't usually let her up here on the bed anymore, but I had to sweep the floor, so she didn't like the broom, so she jumps up here. Oh.
Well, I had to go buy another bag of peanuts for $50.
Oh Lord, where do you buy your peanuts from?
It's called Feed and Seed. It's like a store that deals in seeds and different things. And
Yeah, you got to keep them squirrels and birds fed.
Yeah.
well, yeah, you got to keep the squirrels and birds fed, but you also got to keep Dallas fed.
Does she like peanuts too?
No, she likes everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the donuts and Pepsis and
A Pepsi. Who drinks Pepsi? I guess Pepsi ain't too bad. I like the cherry Pepsi.
There you go.
Oh, look at Mia.
I haven't seen her in forever.
Yeah,
She's
that's
just
my-
chilling.
She's still in the same spot on the love seat on her
Yeah,
side.
there's Dallas too.
We
Say hello to the
see
camera,
you.
Dallas.
We see you.
There's
Aw.
Yes, she is. Yeah,
She's just chilling.
she's doing the same thing Lou's doing. Give her a little attention, she'll move a little bit, but
So,
put a little food in her bowl maybe and see what happens.
No, leave her alone.
now, how come you have
Sit down and drink your Pepsi.
how come you have covers all over your
Well, I like Mia to be comfortable because they're leather.
oh gotcha.
Leather's not as comfortable, you know?
Yeah. Man, you got cameras all up in your house.
Oh, yeah, I got them everywhere. In fact, here, I'm going to show you this one. DJ. I'm going to show it to you. Screen share. That's Lenny's backyard,
Oh yeah.
side yard. See the little squirrelies there?
Oh.
Yeah.
Wonder where Justin's at. Justine.
Where's Justine? I don't know.
Justine.
I don't know. He's pretty bummed yesterday.
Well, pretty bummed today.
Oh,
Was
wow.
he?
What happened? What happened?
Well,
Put
he,
in,
he gave notice to his job that he's not gonna be there anymore.
Oh, does he not like working there no more?
Well, they've been promising him a raise for eons, and finally he says, well, I can go get a job somewhere else, and they pretty much says, oh, okay.
Wow.
But you know how that is.
Yeah. Kind of weird, like when companies keep promising you things and like
They
their
don't come
promises
through.
are-
Yeah.
string
Okay.
you along.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
I wonder how Laura and David are doing. Because they
Well,
got
last report, Laura reported earlier today, said David was really, really sick, and she's starting to
no.
feel a little better.
oh, there you go.
Did
Yeah,
they
'cause
both have?
both of them had COVID.
Yep.
Oh man, that's terrible.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm glad we didn't get it.
I had that last year. I had to go in the hospital for a week.
Yep. Ed, you're right. Pit bulls are awesome animals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
They got a
I
bad rep.
want to get a dog. I like dogs better than cats, anyways.
Well, yeah, then you'd have somebody to go walk with. You'd go over and dump in the neighbor's lawn, you know?
Yeah.
Right now, he has to go over and dump in their lawn on his own, you know?
That's funny.
Oh man. Yeah. It's good having Lou around here. She likes to play and jump around and everything. And when she bites, she doesn't bite hard. She just barely mouths you, puts her teeth on you, then she'll let go. And but man, she'll slap the heck out of me with her front legs and slam into me, and I've got scratches all down my arm.
Do either of y'all's dogs have those ropes with the big old knots on either end, so they like swing it around or whatever?
Yeah, they got one here, but she doesn't play with it. She likes to chew on a regular
Oh, like the little
big bone.
that big bone, yeah.
Yeah, my
Yeah, drool, dogs drool.
my dog's got a squeaky toy. She likes that. She'll just lay there and find that little spot and squeak on it forever until I go, really? Are you really gonna do that forever?
Yeah.
She like looks
I
up.
mean, I don't know. I guess cats are all right, but I like dogs better. But ours, I don't know. Like the past couple, like 2 days, I don't know. We kind of get lazy about cleaning the cat litter box, and she literally peed like outside of her litter box. That shit just drove me crazy.
Well, they have powered litter boxes now where
Yes.
it
I went
cleans
on
itself and does everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I went on Amazon and looked at one today, and there was one in there for like $50. I was like, well, shit. let's
Yep.
get that.
Yeah.
Yep. It automatically screens the
And
litter.
they have. I saw a couple of them on there that you download an app on your phone to do the cleaning and shit. I was like, holy jeez.
Yes, there's that circular one now. They get it inside. I
Yeah.
don't know what it's called. It's kind of
The
new.
one-
I've seen.
The one that has the app, that one's like, I don't know, I think like $600, I think.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey,
But man, I kind of hate doing it by hand. It's kind of annoying.
I had one that-
it's almost like mining for gold almost.
I had one that just it was just like a square hut that cat would get in. I had a cat named Earl about 20 years ago, and he'd get in there, use the bathroom, and be inside and do his thing. And then it went by his step. And when he stepped out, this arm would go forward, had a little screen on it. It would push it off into a little basket. And he just dumped the basket out every night.
Yeah.
It wasn't hard at all.
Yeah, see, like with ours, like you have to just, it has one of the scoops and you have to do like the sifting and stuff.
Yeah.
That's really annoying.
Manual.
Yeah, $400. Yeah, that's the one where you download the app. That's like $400. That's crazy.
Well, it isn't crazy if you have to do it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and it has a little tray. You just empty it out.
Yep.
There's Hodges.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul.
What's up?
Hey,
Hey, Paul.
Hey, Paul, how's it going?
DJ Venice and Mr. TJ.
What's
Yeah.
up?
As you see, I've been doing carpentry work. I got the pencil in my ear.
Yeah. It's Jesus.
Yeah, that's a.
It's so low you can't hear him. So did any of y'all watch the Super Bowl the other day?
I did not.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I watched a little bit myself.
I didn't watch the halftime show and that kind of stuff. I think
I don't know. I thought the halftime show was okay.
that's all for you youngins.
Yeah. I was kind of disappointed in the commercials though. But I mean, I thought that one with the that E-Trade commercial with the babies talking, getting married or whatever, like
I remember when they used to have the Pepsi commercials. That year it was the most expensive year to have a commercial in the Super Bowl. It was $1 million.
Oh yeah.
And that was a lot of money back then.
Yep. Hmm. So where'd you go? Where'd you go do some carpentry? Did you do some carpentry for some neighbors or?
I'm taking my stairs out and now I'm rebuilding them.
Oh, okay.
What happened? My stairs went up and then it turned. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Oh, so there was a. Oh my God, is that John Travolta?
Yep. Here
Yeah.
you go, Giggles. Wait a minute. I forgot to give you some sound. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
What a pain in the hey neighbor. Try T-Mobile, it sets up so fast. It's like Wi-Fi that runs on 5G. Home internet from T-Mobile. Wait till you see.
We just feel really, really super lucky.
Yeah.
And we had no idea that the one we did last year, and certainly had no idea. We're just people in the country.
That you need. Tell me more. Tell me more. Don't you worry about speed. I can't believe it. It's just $50. Why pay more? Paying more sucks.
By the way, watching is, and you're like, oh, how can I look like that? And it's,
He told me that every
This is the whole thing. It tells about it.
I get excited for anyone and everyone, but I will tell you.
but he's also so generous, by the way, but with his stories. Like now that we
Man, all his hair is like gone.
It's
Yeah,
been
well, he's
gone
getting-
for
he's
years.
That's crazy.
Well, you know how long ago that movie was.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah, he's had a,
who's the? Oh, shit, I can't remember the two other guys' names.
Well, she died. Olivia
Yeah.
Newton-John died like
Oh, Olivia Newton-John. Yeah.
John Travolta's wife, Kelly Preston, died too.
Yep.
She was
Oh,
a
yeah.
movie star. Same thing of the same type cancer that Olivia Newton-John died of.
Yeah, I can't remember who the two other guys that were in that. I can't remember their names. Like one of them was on the Remember the Titans movie. I can't remember his name though. The
I've
black
never
guy.
seen him before.
I think he's been into. I think he was on one of the hospital shows. I think too. But I can't. Remember.
Oh, all right, somebody's tipping back.
Diet Mountain Lightning from it's kind of like Mountain Dew, but it's Walmart's.
Walmart's Virgin Mountain Dew.
Ed,
Yeah.
Ed Hassick says, "Good evening, Paul."
Hmm. We had heart-shaped raviolis last night for dinner.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. We had some wine and just hung out or whatever. I worked yesterday and I was off today. And then I work tomorrow and Friday, off Saturday and Sunday.
You know, when I was a teenager, I loved my chocolate coconut mix. Now, for years, my shakes have been active. They're ridiculous for good. But you're living happily.
Shake, 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 dun, 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 dun. Shake, 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 dun, 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 dun. Shake it up. Shake it up. Shake it up.
Nice.
Going to be a slow night tonight, Paul.
Yeah, just a tad bit.
I agree.
Chats aren't very active tonight.
No, it's pretty slow. Well,
What
you
is
know,
it,
you have so many different places to go, plus your own life, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it's Wednesday, middle of the month. Not much going on.
Yeah.
Not with me, anyway.
Mia's begging for some treats.
Okay, supper ready. Finally.
All right. What's on the menu?
Meatloaf, potatoes, and vegetables
Oh, nice.
with cheese sauce.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Domino's has these that look good. I think I might order me some or just go there and pick some up. But they got the tater tot, the different tater tot things covered in cheese and like
Oh, man.
pepperoni, and it's just like
They got,
melted
like,
cheese and stuff.
Jalapeno on it. That'd be
Yeah, I
good.
think so. I think so.
Oh, man.
It looked really good. I was like, man, I got to get me some of them.
Yeah.
If we can't figure out what we're gonna do for dinner, just go to Domino's and get some tater tots.
Well, I think I'm gonna cruise on over and get something to eat and uh,
What you gonna get to eat? What's on your menu?
probably a sandwich.
A
Just
sandwich.
yeah, just sandwiches.
I think I don't know, this sounds pretty good too, but Popeyes has a fish sandwich out now that looks pretty good too.
Man, we used to eat Popeyes all the time. I love Popeyes.
Yeah, Popeyes is pretty decent. And then Arby's has a what was it? I think it was like a barbecue a barbecue ribeye or something, a barbecue ribeye sandwich or something. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah,
So I
realize
guess,
good cut.
So Justin's not looking for a job now, eh?
Yeah. Edward's eating tacos. So are you gonna sit around and taco about it, Edward? Are you gonna taco about it?
I'll see you all later. Paul, thank you very much.
All right, David, we'll see you. Have a good
Paul,
evening.
Yeah.
see you later. Bye-bye,
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah.
See you.
Thank you very much.
All
Yeah.
right, have a good one.
Bye.
I don't even have the chat up yet. What am I doing here?
Yeah.
I got too many things on the go right now. Trying to get these stairs done.
I was at work yesterday, and this
Yeah.
guy came in, and he bought 3 boxes of the that boxed wine. It's shoot, not the black box, but it's the one that starts with a F. It's like for I don't know. I forgot what the name of it was, but I bought 3 boxes. I said, so are y'all just gonna like sit around and whine about it?
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
Where'd Paul go?
I don't know. That's what I was kind of wondering.
Yeah, trying to get my stairs put back together. Like, I had to have a
So
shower
did
last night.
you just want straight stairs instead of having them go like
Yeah.
like in a circle or whatever?
Trying to get furniture up there or dressers or mattresses.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah.
gotta go up way up and over the railing and balance it on the railing and just
Yeah, that is quite annoying. We
Yeah.
have like when I was trying to get rid of a furniture set, we had I had people come over and pick it up, and it was like it was a queen size bed,
yeah.
and like the guys came to pick it up, and they were having a hard time because my stairs, like they do the little they do the little turn thing too.
Yeah.
So it is really difficult to maneuver furniture up and down stairs when you have
Yeah.
it like that.
Yeah, what I did, there was a wall right there where it turned. I took that wall out. So it's a non-supporting wall, right? So
Yeah.
now I can go straight up and it's kind of an open concept up there now.
Yeah. No, not recently. Not recently, Edward. It really haven't had any thieves lately, which is good. So, but people come in and ask for something like, no, we don't have it. I'm like, really? Like yesterday, I think a couple people came in and were asking about the 2-liter Tito's. So
It was good to see Dave Ennis in here, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, a long way, another couple months.
so you started doing that today, eh?
Oh no, I about a week ago.
Oh,
Just ripping and tearing, taking everything out. Then I got 2 rooms plus the hallway. All the plaster and lap, they all got to come down and get a
I'm
drywall.
live. I'll call you back later. Bye.
stones won't be left unturned. Yeah. I mean, I do think I think it's like anything. When
Because I can only work at it part-time because I'm driving bus, plus I'm doing signs.
Yeah.
I can't do it full-time, otherwise I haven't done it in a couple of weeks, but
the best part of your life is when you're not always for long-term or more, right? But you still feel
Here.
I just want to get the stairs back so I can go up and down stairs without climbing a ladder.
Yeah, right. Life's littlest inconveniences.
Last night I had to go up and have a shower because I was so dirty. I had to go up on a freaking ladder and have a shower.
Yeah.
Well, at least he left the other part out this morning. He said you had to go up naked up the ladder.
Oh Lord.
He left that out tonight.
Yeah.
lost maybe their fathers at a young age, spend a lot of their life looking for
So
you did it. You did it. And if you don't
What'd you do today, Paul?
slept,
You slept.
and then I had to go out and buy another 25, 30-pound bag, maybe even more, of peanuts for my little buddies.
Did you fly any today?
No, the wind is really strong today.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was 45 gusting to 55.
What's up, Captain Joe? Yeah, I was gonna go out and fly today, but I don't know. I guess I just kind of wanted to chill today because my day off. But I went to go work out this morning, and then I had to go to the bank to deposit a check, and then I came back here and just hung out.
Hey, Paul, AZ wants to know, is it done yet?
Yeah, right. Said 2 months.
It's gonna be a month project.
2 months maybe.
Marshall's in the chat.
Hey, Marshall,
Hey, Marshall.
you missed it, Marshall. I know that Skippy was down on your on your chat. Skippy was here for a little bit first thing.
What did Marshall go live earlier or something?
Yesterday or the day before.
Oh.
When I was working here, I was doing something and I was kind of frustrated because jobs can be frustrating, this business is kind of tricky. And I was upset and I was here at work. And my dad, I think I talked to my mom the night before, so I got a text from my dad that was like, "Your mom tells me you're feeling kind of bummed out. Here's the thing." He sent me just a baby picture of me. I had just become a mom. And I started weeping. I was like,
Yeah, it's just been kind of slow around here today. Not much going on.
see what blessings I have, what goodness there is.
Just kind of a low day today. Just kind of
Yeah,
chilling.
yeah, not a lot going on.
Yeah.
You know, all the news agencies want to talk about is the Michigan State University murders.
Oh Lord.
I mean, I get it. It's a terrible thing, but you know, they got 40,000 students there,
Yeah.
and 5 of them were shot and killed. And I get it. Terrible. It's a terrible thing.
Mm.
But yeah, they want to take now the guns away from everybody just because of that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then, but the criminal that does it, they don't do anything to him, right?
Well, no, he killed himself, but yes, in most cases, no.
Man, that's crazy when you hear of somebody killing somebody and then they kill themselves. Like, oh my God.
And it's like right here, they got a violent offender that, they don't want to keep in jail. So they put an ankle bracelet on him. Guess what? He cut it off and they can't find him. Surprise!
Man. May the 4th be with you.
Well, Paul, at the rate we're going, I don't know how long we're gonna be on.
Yeah, well, that'll give me a chance to do some more work in the stairs here, but I
Yeah,
gotta the hounds yet, so.
because we're down now to 8 or 10 people watching.
Yeah, now 9 people.
What's today, Tuesday or Wednesday?
Today's Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Paul, I won't be in here in the live stream in the morning. I
Okay,
get Arva.
you what?
I gotta go to Arva.
Arva. Okay.
Yeah, the bus depot, the people I work for. Yeah, they give me a credit card to get a fuel. Guess what? It don't work.
What's going on in Arba?
Arva,
That's where the that's a town.
it's a
Yeah.
town.
That's
Yeah.
that's where the bus company he works for is located.
Yeah, so I gotta go to the yard, fuel up, and they're gonna give me a different credit card. Because the one they give me won't work. They want some freaking ID number or something, and they said, well, you don't need a number, you just need a
A
password.
lot of those cards, Paul, you have to have a PIN number.
Well, I got a pin. But they said, that's all you gotta do, just wipe it and put the pin in. No, he was asking for ID number. I put my pin in, doesn't work, nope, refuses it.
Uh,
I tried 2 different places. So, anyway. So, I'm really low on fuel, so I'm hoping, they said if you have to stop and get fuel, buy some, and we'll give you, as soon as you get here, we'll write you a check. So,
Sam Hayden is here. How you doing, Sam?
Mike Reddick too. Hey, Mike.
Hanging with JD.
Let's finally make Murray happy, guys. How many people you want?
Well, we
watching?
used to have, Paul, we used to have like 18 to 22 people watching.
And Justin's not even here either, so it's just one of those nights, Paul. Can't have every day.
Well, I think Justin's probably, he's got a lot on his mind.
Yeah, yeah. It's like me. I got shit to do and places to go.
I'll be right back. Mia's bugging me. She either wants to go out or she wants dessert.
One or the other.
What do you feed her for dessert? Ice cream?
I give her another few of her dinners.
Uh,
Hey, you gotta go outside? Nope. Not that easy, is it? I've been trying to cut down on the amount of food she gets, and she seems to know when it's not enough.
Yeah. Well, I gotta go feed the hound now.
takes a few bites. She's like, all right, I'm full now.
Well, she is very much, if you do something once or twice, you better continue doing the same thing. So in other words, like if she wants another few morsels in her dish, you better do it because she's not going to stop until you do it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like me being married again. I don't like it, but
Yeah.
hey, Sam Hayden said hello to you, TJ.
Yeah, I said hey to him. Come on up on the panel, Sam. Come join us. And JD too.
Oh, you'll let JD come on?
Yeah. I haven't seen JD in a while.
Don't take it personal, JD. You know, that's just Mr. Giggles, you know.
That's funny.
The weather has just been not bad here. It's right now it's 54 degrees.
Oh yeah. Hey, I try my best, JD. I try my best.
So have you tracked down any of the shoplifters lately there, TJ?
No, no, it actually, hey, what's up, Ron? How are you? Yeah,
Hello, Ron.
it really hasn't been as bad as it was before. I guess it, like, a lot of people have calmed down some. Like, not a lot of people have been coming in and stealing or whatever, which is good.
Well,
so-
you know what helps is since you started strapping that gun on that holster,
Oh yeah.
probably.
yeah. Like, oh, we know TJ has a gun, so I better not steal.
Yep, exactly. He's locked and he's loaded.
Yep, that's right.
Hey, Paul. Ron Lockwood is in the chat.
Oh, hey, Ron. Wow. No, hope you're doing well too there, Ron. Haven't talked to you or heard from you. Good to see you.
The Week US did a story they put out today, and it says why the US used missiles, not cheap bullets, to shoot down the Chinese balloons.
Yeah, but we want to
Missiles are like $1 million a piece, you know. And the one over Lake Huron, they missed it the first time. They had to shoot a second one.
There's been so many jokes about that Chinese balloon. There was one that on Facebook that a buddy of mine had posted. I just busted out laughing. This shit was so funny. Let me see if I can find it. It was so funny. Who was it that posted it? Oh God.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, bless you. Mm.
Here's the article. Why the U.S. used missiles, not cheap bullets, to shoot down Chinese balloon.
They use a sidewinder.
Yeah.
Hey, did you know that there's a drone coming out named after me?
Giggles?
Yeah. No, it's called what was it?
So you can do
We can dance if you want to. No, when was it?
Well, what happened was one of the military guys said, you can fill a balloon full of holes and it'll still fly. I don't know where the hell he's been in his life.
Where the heck was it?
I'm sure they'll pay you up there, Captain Joe.
Hey Mia, I'm gonna give you one more shot at going out. That's it. If not, you're gonna have to go in and use the toilet like everybody else does.
I get you walking away now. RCMP Commissioner Brenda Lucky decided to say goodbye. I did my best. Yeah, she got
I
caught.
did my best. I did my best.
I was up in Tri Zone. I go to see the risk and lost some weight. The majority of people today want to see 107 and maintain it. What's that?
Yeah.
Lowers the risk of major cardiovascular disease, such as heart attack or death. Also be done. Don't you- Was that big? And how kind of you can look the acts of your stomach pain or side effects may include pancreatitis, all of that comes in. Blood sugar risk. Side effects like nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, may lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems.
Oh,
Oh, no kidding.
$5.
My sweetheart passed away.
here, read. I don't know if you could be able to read that.
We're driving home today. I saw this Bible one until I really, but yeah, I seen that one. Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah, Chelsea's now starting a new movie. It's based on a true story. It is.
I come to find out it was bird poop on my window.
You see, Raquel Welch passed away, eh?
A new wave of
Raquel Welch.
Yeah.
Who's that?
You don't know who Raquel Welch is? She's a famous movie star.
Oh, maybe I've seen her in a few films. I'm like, oh, that's what that is.
82 years old.
Oh wow, what'd she die from?
I don't know, died of old age, I guess. I don't know.
Oh,
She played in a lot of movies. Raquel Welch, she passed away, Paul.
Who?
Raquel Welch.
Oh, wow. I wonder if they buried her in that little,
Outfit, yeah.
that little outfit from BC.
Shot two already, and the audience seems to be pretty responsive. It's Fraser's fourth act, really, but he left Seattle in the previous show. He went to Chicago.
man, where is that?
We're at the time there that,
I don't know who it was that posted thing. I'm trying to find that article that I was reading this morning.
Yeah, I understand that, Marshall. Marshall said that Russia warned the United States people to leave Russia or they will be killed.
takes certain things more seriously than most people do, and that's his character. But it's really fun to play him again.
Could he be back at a certain bar? You know, the one where
Well, there is mention of a certain bar, but you know, if there is a like a
Hey, Joe, how you doing? Captain Joe.
it's a big world, it's a new life. We're just going back to Boston.
Oh, here it is. Okay, so it's a new experimental drone can fly through the air and dive underwater. It says researchers have created a working prototype of a new hybrid drone that is capable of flying through the air and diving underwater, achieving population in both environments using the same propellers. The drone is called the TJ Flingfish, was developed by a team of scientists and researchers from China's Shanghai Research Institute for Intelligent Autonomous Systems.
Autonomous.
Autonomous. And the Unmanned Systems Research Group at the Chinese University of Hong Kong. The goal of the project was to create a dual aerial and aquatic drone that is capable of moving in the two dominant environments on Earth, expanding the possible applications of its use dramatically from the aerial only or aquatic only drones that are currently on the market. And I was actually watching a video of it. It's actually pretty cool. That'd be
Hey,
pretty neat.
Dominic is here.
I made it.
That'd be pretty neat to have a multi-use drone. You could fly underwater and fly through the air at the same time.
Well, the problem you have is
Yeah,
unless they come up with some kind of a solution,
yeah,
when you get into the water, it doesn't transmit to the drone,
yeah.
to the controller, because the controller doesn't operate well in water.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's why,
And here
Curtis,
comes Chuck.
his underwater drones are tethered. They've got a long tether that goes to them.
Right.
Hey, here comes Mr. Chuck.
Yeah, it's like 65 degrees here.
Oh,
And
goodness.
I don't know if you can see this or not. Probably not.
Kind of foggy.
Really get the
Yeah, it's
yeah,
really
my camera's
foggy
my
where you
camera.
are.
It's my camera lens. Probably sneezed all over some gross thing. Let's see.
Uh,
Better. Yeah, it's really pretty sunset.
Mm.
Anyway, I'm gonna turn off the camera because I gotta drive, and I still don't have a car dock for this thing, so it's kind of weird. I'm certainly in New York State. I can't hold the phone like this and drive. It's like highly illegal and
Well, I
dangerous.
I saw an ad for a magnetic or Velcro car dock.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
They
I had
You're all over
something-
Facebook, those ones.
I actually no, I have one. I have one for travel. I bought it for my trip to England. I just gotta put it like here, and that would work. But
Yeah, they have one. You just stick it on your vent and you just attach it to
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah, I've seen
that's
that.
exactly. I know I have one. It's a really
Yeah,
nice
every
one.
ad on Facebook is like that.
Yeah, I saw something like that on Facebook. Like, hey, that looks pretty cool.
You don't want to have too close to a vent and have the heat going on your phone because they don't cook it.
Oh, yeah, true.
I don't use the front vents for heating. I use the upper for defrost and the floor ones for heat. So I don't the front the
Yeah,
face.
Ron, it's good to hear that the camera found a happy home.
Oh, good to hear. Yeah.
Hey, Paul, you got lots of help. I'm gonna take off, go do work.
Yeah.
I gotta do some more cutting outside before it gets dark.
Okay. All right.
Okay, you take
All
care.
right, Hodges, we'll see
Oh,
you.
no, I won't be here
Take
tomorrow.
care.
So,
Yep.
okay, we'll see you
All
tomorrow
right.
sometime. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Laters.
Later, Gator.
Yep.
In a while,
Later.
crocodile. Yeah. Oh man, it's a nice night. I have my parka on and it's way too much coat for this stuff.
Mm.
Way too much coat.
Huh. You know what the forecast is for here right now? Tomorrow,
No, what is it?
starting at 10 p.m. tonight through 10 p.m. tomorrow, freezing rain and snow.
So that's what's coming my way next.
Yep.
It's coming.
1 to 2 inches of snow.
Yeah, I expected that. This is just, that's what happens when Mother Nature gets all screwed up. We're going to have ice, which really is horrible to drive in.
Yep.
I'd so much rather just have snow. That background noise, your background noise.
Saturday and Sunday here is supposed to be back up into the mid 40s to upper 40s.
Yeah. Well, today was really nice. I got a nice walk in. It was
Yeah, it was up to 59 degrees here today. But
So I wonder if we might get one more. I don't know what we'll get tomorrow.
but windy, Chuck. It was 55-mile-an-hour gusts here.
Oh, well, we had that
Could've
today,
taken it
Paul. We
Yeah,
had that
should've
today. It was
flown.
super windy. I looked like Don
Yeah,
King
go
when
for
I
a
came back
fly.
into the office.
You got to have an alternate landing pad. Some station down.
Yeah. It was yeah, I took my lunchtime walk and it was really breezy out. And like I came back, I looked like Don King when I got back in the office.
I look like Don King.
Hair was all over the place. It was a hair disaster.
Here today is 80 degrees. Tomorrow is going to be 80, and then going to be in the 70s and 80s. So
Well, you're heading upwards and I'm heading downwards, but
Yeah,
gonna-
well, you're in the bottom, lower hemisphere there, Dom. So
yeah, and I've
You
got
know the drill.
well,
Yeah.
it's already in the mid 80s now, and it's only 10 minutes to 10 a.m.
Wow.
Our days are getting longer and longer. It's nice.
Yeah, how's it getting shorter and shorter?
Justin is in the chat.
Hello, Justin. I gave up on shorts again. I gained.
No.
I gained.
You
Literally
gotta
gained.
persist with it.
Dude, I gained absolutely nothing.
Nothing from your
You've
short.
got to
Nothing.
persist with it.
No,
If
I'm
you
done.
don't,
I'm
persist-
done.
if you're only,
I'm
if you're
done.
only going to do it one day,
No, it's you
or
guys.
2
You guys
days,
do whatever you
you've got
want
to
to
do it for at least 28 every day.
Oh, F that. Screw that. YouTube. I'm like, screw that shit. I'm not doing it, man. Like, I'm a long form guy. I make really awesome long form videos, and if nobody wants
Yeah,
to
oh,
watch
we
them,
know that.
YouTube doesn't want to promote them.
You do great
fuck 'em.
videos.
Yeah.
So just keep what you do. Keep doing what you're doing.
I'm
It
Hey,
not
must
gonna
work
Jay,
do
for you,
Justin
so
says
do
what
hi.
what
I'm
you
doing.
do.
I'm not gonna I wasted my time like putting together shorts because well, it's just a waste of time. It's okay. Anyway, it's like I was like, holy shit, I did all that stuff and I watched the sub count go up and then back down. I was like, wow.
No, well, just as I say,
Yeah, absolutely. Like,
if it works
literally,
for you doing what you're doing, do what you do then.
I don't know, dude. I guess we're all different. I just like, but
Yeah,
I'm actually totally not focused on YouTube anymore. I just don't care.
Okay.
JD said, "Stop getting excited, Chuck. Your mic can't handle it."
My mic can't. Oh, really? It's loud, like obnoxious. Because it's the I think it's on my Bluetooth
I
in the
I
truck.
don't think
so
I
it's
don't think he's absolutely that loud.
Oh, I did get
Um,
it when he got excited. It did.
Oh, and I got excited. Yeah, I'm just
He's an excited kind of guy.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
I'm
that's
just
like
exciting.
me,
Yeah,
like me.
exciting. I guess. Yeah,
Or TJ's more laid back and giggles, you know.
Yeah,
he is more. TJ is chill, and yeah, JD is chill.
Yeah.
I'm just super high strong. That's all.
Oh, I know that feeling.
Well, you
Super
said
high strung.
you're super well hung. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah,
That
he's
is
well
that'd be
hung.
awesome. I don't think that's the case, but that'd be
Oh,
great.
okay. I thought that's what you said. What did you say? Super what?
High strong.
High
strong.
strung. Oh, I thought you said
Oh,
well
okay.
hung.
Sorry.
Yeah, which is not healthy at all. It's just not healthy. But I've just come to terms with the way stuff is. So I just, whatever. Maybe that's when things will get better because I just don't give a shit about YouTube anymore. Just I'm gonna create what makes me happy, and if you want to watch, great. If you don't, it's okay too. It's all
Yeah.
good. Totally okay.
So how's Dustin doing tonight? Good.
Yeah, how's
big
Dustin?
scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you doing,
Shoot, Dustin wanted to know about that Mavic 2 Pro, or maybe he doesn't care anymore. I can't see the chat, but we got to work something out. I got to get this Mavic 2 Pro out of my house, just sitting around collecting dust. And if he wants to put it in the air, then God bless the guy. He should get it up in the air.
Yeah, well, it'd be too expensive to send to Australia, so
It's well, you have one in Australia. I don't think your neighbor's not flying his anymore.
what neighbour?
Matt, didn't Matt switch
No,
to a
he
Mavic
gave
3?
that to Gaffer.
Oh,
Australia.
he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sent it
Oh,
to
okay.
Gaffer. We're still waiting for the introductory video from Gaffer on him flying that, because I haven't been
Yeah, it's
notified.
Mavic 2 Pro is a great drone. The only thing annoying about Mavic 2 Pro is the barrel distortion. If you're aware of it, it takes a bit of, you need to use an editor where you can correct the lens distortion, and it's not hard to do, but you got to do it. and then like,
Yeah.
and you gotta do it all the time.
Well, DaVinci Resolve would do that.
Well, if you film in D-Log, you have to worry about it. If you film
Yeah,
in
yeah.
normal, you don't have to worry about it. I mean, like, so if it's anybody that
Yeah.
which is a complete waste of that camera. If you're gonna use that camera, man, you know, you're gonna use the camera
KDS.
proper.
He's first
Yeah.
again.
Dustin said, yep, still waiting for an email.
Yeah.
I just haven't sent anything. I forget about it till we're talking on here. Now I'm driving. I can't do anything. It's just see him
JDS
just
is
like,
here.
man. Everybody have a good Valentine's Day. Are your women happy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got each other chocolates.
And here comes
Here
Justin.
comes Justin.
Justin. Lori and I just watched a really good movie last night. That we just kicked back, did
Oh, yeah,
surf
what-
and turf, and watched a movie. It was nice, just chill.
What movie did you guys watch?
Oh, sure, you had to ask. She picked it out. It was how was it now?
Or something.
It was a chick flick. That's why I don't
Why
remember.
am I
the
the
name.
host?
It wasn't
Hello?
it
Yeah.
wasn't
Hello.
Can you-
Hello. Hello.
Hello,
We heard you,
can hear me
Justin.
now? Hello?
Why am I the host?
I
Oh,
tried to
most-
make you the
most
co-host
with the
and I
most.
made you host.
Oh,
Now
Okay, well, you're the
now you
host
can just-
now.
So switch it back and I'll make you co-host.
I'm just gonna start kicking everybody off the panel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
he's
for
gonna
it.
start. He's gonna start booting us all. Boot,
Yeah.
Boot.
mute, and boot.
Ute and boot. What the hell is a ute?
A
Ute?
ute, 2 utes.
The ute. What the hell?
You don't know what a ute is.
We were talking about that the other day.
Use,
Yeah, the use.
Ha. Nice.
These people.
What the
Surf and
meowing fish.
Marshall JDS is just full of himself.
Yeah.
GDS is.
Yeah.
Now we know that. Nothing different. What's different? Tell me when he isn't.
So nice to be driving on a dry road, no rain, no snow, light traffic. Nice.
Oh, that's always good.
It's a good, yeah. Yeah, it's not bad.
See Johnson. Why do dermatologists worldwide recommend La Roche-Posay effective?
And I'm gonna be 15 minutes early to picking up Lori.
Oh, that's
That's
up,
nice.
Joe?
right. Better than 15 minutes late.
Like, that's exactly. I'll just like hang out with you guys while I'll wait for her to get her day wrapped up.
So Justin, what are you wanting to do now in the way of job, in the way of work?
I don't know. I'm figuring that out, man.
Hey, what happened?
They didn't want to give me my yearly raise that I asked for. And then I pretty much demanded that they give me a raise and they were just kind of like, whatever. So,
So you said goodbye before you found something, or what'd you do?
yeah, pretty much.
Oh, I
Hey,
never personally, I never say goodbye. I always, like this time I found something and used.
well, my whole thing is they're stupid anyway,
What
because
the fuck do you want me to do? I mean, you bunch of fucking assholes. What am I supposed to drive through somebody? Sorry.
but there's
Right.
the problem is we've already had a position open for like 3-4 months now that they haven't been able to fill.
Yep.
And they're already so short-handed everywhere. We're stretched so thin that I just don't understand their concept behind just ignoring me. So it's
I
whatever.
figure they'll find somebody else who's cheaper.
They won't be able to though. They can't. Dude, they're offering $22 an hour for locators down in West Palm where TJ's at, and they can't even get anybody to apply for it.
Oh, there's your job.
There you go,
They u-
TJ.
no,
Yeah,
right.
they usually
Sir.
start them at 18 an hour down there, but because they can't get nobody for the positions, they're offering 22 an hour down there.
Sounds like they're
Good
lost,
for a
Justin.
TJ.
So hopefully they figure it out. But you know,
But the position down here, they're offering $19 an hour, but they can't get anybody to fill it. And it's been on the books for 4 months now, so it's like, they wanna keep fucking around, everybody keep leaving, then they're gonna end up losing all their contracts down here, so.
Hmm. Oh,
That's 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
what's that?
What? Do you guys have snow coming in or something? What is that?
Snow and ice.
Oh, I see it on the monitor there. Yeah, since I'm parked, I
Hmm.
can actually see like oh yeah, what a good time that'll be, Paul. It'll be a great time. Oh, I see you've got New York covered here. So we're getting
Yep.
rain tomorrow.
Yep,
I'm gonna get rain and you're gonna get the purple stuff.
purple and ice, and
Oh,
Better run to the store and get your bread and milk.
that's what you call purple rain.
Purple rain. Yeah.
hey,
thank you, Prince. The clouds are moving pretty fast as I look up at the sky before it goes completely like dark.
hmm. Interesting.
Yep.
Hmm.
I haven't done any drone flying in a long time now.
No, you gotta get out there and do it.
There's just no flipping time.
Make time.
Well, when the weather's been goofy too. It's been kind of blustery and stuff.
No.
Just haven't there's nothing really cool to film at the moment.
Yeah, you get tired of hovering next to your neighbor's bedroom window.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, zero
You just have
interest.
to go back and keep charging his batteries.
Yeah, zero interest in doing that stuff for sure. But no, I can't think
What
of
are
any
you
like.
laughing at now?
DJ's laughing, giggling.
Yeah,
What are you laughing at?
no, because JDS said, "Look, Giggles, there's a mouse on your counter." No shit. Look, bro, look, big mouse. He said, "I just seen it jump. What the fuck? Look, TJ." And then Dustin says, "I love you. You love me. Let's get together and kill Barney with a great big shotgun lying on the floor. No more purple dinosaur."
Well done.
You sang it. You sang what he wrote.
Big mouse. Maybe a rat.
There's your next short, TJ. Sing
Yeah,
that.
right. Just sing that song that Dustin put there.
Yeah.
And honestly, don't take this the wrong way, but it is so ridiculously stupid that it'll get like 1 million views.
Yeah, it'll get a million
probably
views
will,
because it's
probably will.
stupid.
Yeah, because that's
Anything
the kind of
ridiculously
shit that gets
stupid.
views now.
Yeah.
Dominic,
No
I saw
offense.
some chick
No
that was
offense.
there's this chick
definitely
that likes to garden naked, but she does it so you can only see her back part of her.
I
You
think
don't
I've
see
seen
her,
that.
she wears pants, but you can only see her back. But she
Oh.
doesn't wear a shirt while she's doing it. One of them got
Topless
30 million
garden.
views.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah,
She's hitting
that's how
that
it
10
goes.
million mark with one freaking short.
Were they
Yep.
were they swinging while she
possible.
was working or what?
No, you can't see anything. What she does is she wears like regular pants or shorts, and then she doesn't wear a shirt, but she never turns around for the camera.
Well, yeah,
What a
but
bummer.
if she was well endowed, they'd be going like this, wouldn't they?
No,
Yeah,
they
there
you
must
don't
be some
see.
side
No,
boob
they're
there
very
somewhere.
careful to where you don't see anything, and they do that on purpose.
Is that somebody on YouTube?
Yeah, they do, and shit. Some chick that's doing
Isn't it
gardening.
something like the Naked
shorts.
Gardener or something like that?
Justin's been
I think I've
coaching.
seen it.
Justin's been coaching her.
No,
Yeah.
but
Is that
they've
what
been.
it is?
No, I just ran across her shorts the other day, and I showed Sarah. I was like, "Look at this shit." I was like, "This girl's doing gardening naked." But
So
the thing is they
algorithm
do.
picking out-
But
So
they do.
your algorithm is picking that out.
But they do. They do
The
the
algorithm's
camera
picking that
angles.
out.
But they do the camera angles at such a way that you don't ever actually see anything.
Ah.
Well, that's because didn't
What a-
you put in the search looking for shorts? What?
No, that's just it. Sometimes random crap like that runs across your feed.
Yeah,
If you
yeah,
don't
they just-
watch it, it will disappear. If you keep watching them, they'll keep appearing. But
Yeah,
like, she just randomly came across my feed and I noticed she had 30 million
I
views
don't
on
know,
one
I've-
short.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
well, you
amazing. I've
yeah, you
noticed.
can hit it out with one short.
I've noticed some channels that I say I actually tell YouTube, please ignore these, don't show me again. And they keep showing me the same effing channel over and over again because it's one of their multi-zillion-dollar subscriber channels. So this algorithm is horseshit. what
I
it
do it
is.
with some of the bigger drone channels that annoy the living piss out of me.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter. They
I-
still show them your stuff. Your stuff still populates in your
I
on your
always put-
frickin',
Don't recommend this channel
and it does
I don't-
anyway, doesn't it?
because I don't watch them anyway, so I don't know why it recommends them to me.
Because it'll still do it though. That's what I'm saying. Is it's like you're like pissing into the wind with YouTube. It does what it wants.
Mm.
That's my take on YouTube. It's like a money making machine, and that's it. All rolls, baby. But
Now it's going.
all rolls. So when everybody says just have fun and do what you want to do,
Yeah,
just have
just have
fun and
fun.
do what you want to do.
That's the way.
Yeah. Just F it. Just have fun. Don't do anything for YouTube because they don't care about you.
JDS, that would apply. You guys are actually allowed to have a gun up there.
Where?
He's up in Canada. He's talking about coming down and shooting TJ's mouse.
They have guns? They can have guns in Canada? I thought that was like the thing they couldn't have or something.
No, they can, but they've been gotten more and more bans over the last 6 months. Like now they can't buy or sell or trade any handguns. So once you can own your handgun that you've already owned, but once that person dies, I guess they have to turn it into the government.
Mm.
Oh, that's a sad day.
They can't transfer it to like a family member or anything like that. I think that's,
Wow.
I'm assuming that's the way it would go if that's what they're saying. You can't transfer or sell. I'm assuming you'd have to turn it over to the government once the person passes away. Then they're
So
trying to
it's not
ban all
like
kinds of
that.
hunting rifles, all kinds of crap.
Oh, well, how are the laws in Florida still? Can you you can't conceal, but you can carry, right? Isn't that
No,
what it is?
you can get a concealed weapons permit and you can open carry if you're on your way to, if you're hunting, camping or fishing, and you have to be on your way or coming from the one of those 3 activities.
Then you can open carry.
Right. So you'll get these
Yeah.
guys that will go out on the piers and fish. And they're not actually fishing. They'll just carry their fishing gear with them, but then they'll have a big old AR-15 strapped to their chest just to prove
Oh
a
my
point.
God. Call us a freaking AR-15.
And they
Go
did it
go
down in
fishing.
what was it? Down in Miami, a bunch of guys did it, and a whole bunch of cops showed up and they tried taking their guns, and some high-level cop that was like a captain or a corporal or something showed up. And he's like, look, y'all got to give every one of them their guns back. He goes, they're down here fishing. They have every legal right to carry them. He said, turn them back over to everybody right now. And he made all the cops turn everybody's guns back over and apologize to them for taking them.
Wow.
Because they just didn't, a lot of the cops
Well, see,
in some
that would've
areas
been a
just
good
don't know
video.
that.
That'd be a good video right there. That little bit be a good video.
Oh, it's on YouTube. You can go watch it. But the thing is
Okay,
like
yeah.
I said, a lot of the cops, especially in the big cities in Florida, just had no idea you could actually do that because they
Yeah.
don't tend to run into that issue. But these guys were holding like an event, so they all brought their fishing gear and were down on the pier,
Nice.
you know, kind of half-ass fishing, right? Just to prove a point. But yeah, I mean, Florida might as well just go to constitutional carry like Texas and Arizona and all them because
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
we're
yeah.
right there on the cusp of just being that, so they might as well.
Pretty close. Well, it could flip over to that way. Could go that
And
way.
Florida actually has, I think we are actually the #1 state in the US for concealed weapons permits. We actually outdo Texas and other states. Well, Texas and Arizona, you don't have to anymore. You can just open carry as
Wow.
long as you're not a felon.
As long as you're not a felon.
You can in North Carolina too as well. You can open carry as long as you're not a felon.
Oh my God. It's such a pain in the ass to get a concealed carry here in New York State. Takes like an act of Congress to get one.
Well, here too, you know, they started the medical marijuana down here. But if you get your medical marijuana card, it automatically excludes you from being able to get a weapons permit. But it's okay for somebody
guess-
hopped up on
meth?
prescription narcotics from the doctors, they can have one. But for some
Yeah,
reason,
it's-
marijuana, this is what I don't understand, is a doctor can prescribe you narcotics that are an actual Schedule 1 drug, and companies okay with that if you have a doctor's note, right? They won't say anything. But if you get a medical marijuana card down here and you get on marijuana, companies don't recognize it.
Wild.
So the only thing a medical marijuana card's good for in a lot of states is just to keep you getting in trouble with the cops. That's about all it's good for.
Mhm.
And what it doesn't help you with your job or anything, because jobs can still deny you if you have it.
Mm.
So if they pass laws that say jobs had to give you a job, even if, you know, if you legally have that, then it would be worth getting for most people. But fortunately, there's a lot of people that can't get a lot of jobs if they get that. So there's a lot of jobs that they're excluded from because of that. But like I said, you can go to the doctor and get on some really addictive pain meds and you're fine. You're good to go. All right, you
Yeah,
get back
I
to your
had to take-
forklift job the next day.
I had to take a drug test, to start this job, and
And that's
They
true,
were s-
David.
they were sniffing for stuff.
And like David said, it's because the federal level, it's still illegal, but I mean,
Correct.
marijuana should not be
Correct.
classified with the narcotics. I'm sorry, that's a completely
No,
different drug.
I'd agree with that.
It's
It's,
Yeah.
I know people that have worked their whole life, worked their ass off and maintained a job and retired, and they smoked weed every day of their life. It wasn't like somebody being hooked on meth or coke or
Yeah.
narcotics. It didn't ruin their life.
How is it different to nicotine or caffeine?
Well,
Both are
exactly.
System is-
uh,
the system is a little goofy. I don't know if it'll ever like
the world fucked.
sort itself out. I don't know.
Well, marijuana, you can still function as a perfectly 100% member of society and still go to work, do your job, do whatever. But, you know, it's not like other drugs, you know, even pills will get you to a point to where it will ruin your whole life and your career.
I'm kind of tired of hearing about it being they call it a gateway or whatever. I don't know.
That's
It's
not
like,
a gateway drug.
And I can't-
I'm sick. I'm
I
sick.
can't
of,
speak. I can't speak personally on it, but I know of others that
Yeah,
you know,
I'm
they're-
sick of that
they're
term,
fine.
the gateway to something.
there's the only thing that's anything's a gateway to anything if you allow yourself
that's what I'm
to get
saying. Anything is a gateway to
on the
something
wrong
else.
path. Yeah, if you're on the wrong
a
path, right?
and you've got and and that path leads you to something.
Well,
that's a gateway.
everybody has an addiction. I mean, whether
Yeah,
Your
it's
decision.
whether it's like take David, for example, AZ, he's addicted to new technology. He loves buying new
Yeah.
tech and playing with it.
Yeah,
Granted, he's got the money
we're all
to do
guilty
that.
of that.
yeah,
We're all
But then
guilty of
like
that.
Paul Murray, he's addicted to Diet Pepsi, right?
yeah.
Like everybody has an addiction, whether it's
Yeah.
considered a good one or it's considered you know, kind of a one
Bad
that's
one.
kind of frowned upon.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's addictions that people don't really frown upon, and then there's addictions that get frowned upon, but everybody's got something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a gateway to the fridge. Exactly, Dustin. That's about
Yeah,
it.
that's a gateway to the fridge.
Gateway to the potato chips.
Yeah, that's an addiction.
I guess it can be labeled as a gateway drug to food.
That's
But,
funny.
but that's the way. That's their way. That's their narrative. Everything is a gateway to something else.
But then they've gotten so scientific with marijuana now that there's strands that literally are made to do different things. There's literally strands of marijuana where you won't get the munchies, and then there's ones that make you tired. There's ones that can make you kind of upper. Like they've gotten so scientific with it that they've crossbred certain ones to do certain things and have certain effects more than
Yeah.
other things.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's stupid though, the whole medical thing, until they can actually legalize it to where jobs aren't affected by it,
Yeah.
then it's really kind of useless for a lot of people.
Hmm.
Unless they're actually on disability or something.
Speaking of drones, can anybody buy that Mini 2 SE that thing out?
No, I
Oh.
haven't.
What,
Hey,
what,
there-
now, what's,
I was just reading an article. There's a drone coming out that's named after me.
okay, what?
There
It's-
is?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was something that where was it?
Now, what's the exact difference between the Mini 2 and the Mini 2 SE?
Well, it has
Does
a
anybody
2.7.
It's
It has
Yeah,
a
the big-
2.7 camera.
So it's
That's
just
the big
a,
difference.
so it's just a repackaged Mini 1 SE.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
no, it's kind of like a Mini 1 on steroids because it has the good
yeah,
radio.
because you get
it has the
new
OcuSync.
controller.
It has
It's
OcuSync, so it
basically
has,
moved up from Wi-Fi to OcuSync.
yeah.
Hey,
Exactly.
is
So
is
it has
the-
a really good
is it-
radio.
Is it the same
Uh.
camera as on the Air 2S, the bigger?
No,
No,
it's the
it's a
same
2.0.
camera that was
No,
on the
it's
Mini
just-
2 Mini 2
Similar,
camera.
I'm pretty sure
Mini-
it's the similar camera setup to the Mini 1.
Now, is the sensor
detuned.
size difference?
I believe it's just detuned down to 2.7.
Yeah, 'cause it-
But it's the same damn,
It's the same deal that the Mini 1 to the Mini SE.
oh, I
Hey,
guarantee
Chuck.
you the Mini 1 camera has the capability of being 4K. It's just they tuned
Yeah.
it. Either
Right,
be
they
4K or
detune it. They-
2.7.
Right,
Hey,
they throttled it back to be 2.7K.
Hey Chuck, that drone that it's a drone that can fly through the air and go underwater at the same time.
Oh, that'd be fun.
It's a prototype. It's called the TJ Flingfish.
Oh,
Uh,
I have zero interest in flying like underwater and stuff, but it's cool.
I'd
I know
like
I've seen a couple,
waterproof
a
one.
couple of flavors. Yeah, waterproof one would be nice. But I mean,
Waterproof that
chances
flies,
are,
so that if it if you drop into the water, you can fly it back.
it
Well,
would be nice if it, it'd be nice if it was waterproof and floated because I figure if I'm going to drop into the drink, it's going to be because I had a bird strike or something happened where I lost the prop
Exactly,
and I
Dre.
went down.
It's
Hey,
a
Right,
fin-
correct. That's the parts bin.
good evening,
They-
Skippy's in the chat.
What they're doing
really?
now is just bringing out for the sake of bringing out.
Cause they're running out of freaking ideas is what they're doing.
Yeah, instead of
you
wasting
said
their
that
time with
before,
the SE, they should have just let it go for a bit longer, worked on either a Mini 4, an Air 3, a Phantom
Well,
5.
see, they're coming out with these drones too damn quick, right? They should have
Yeah.
stretched out between the Air 2 and the Air 2S and the Mini 1 and the Mini 2. They should have stretched that out by another like 6 months on each of them. It would have gave them a little bit more time.
I can
But they're-
understand bringing out one every year. That's fine.
Yeah, but they're trying to pump out like 2 or 3 a year, it seems like now.
Yeah.
And then the problem is like, that's the problem is like, they're almost hitting a plateau like cell phones. Where the
Yeah.
upgrades are so minor, it's like, why even bother upgrading? You're
Mm.
just wasting your money at that point.
But
like
they've
I
got
said-
a lot to upgrade and they didn't upgrade them.
If you look at the like I said, for take example, you look at the S22, Samsung S22, you look at the new S23 standard and this S22 standard, the only upgrade is a slightly better processor. The camera, everything is almost identical.
Yep. The
There's
same with
no-
Apple between the 13 and 14.
Yeah, and the 14 compared to the S22 or 23 Ultra is horrible. The camera, everything is 10 times better on the Samsung. Now the Ultra is really nice, but even the Ultra is not a big upgrade from the S22 Ultra, the 23.
Oh, see you, Chuck.
Oh, did Chuck just randomly leave?
I'd say he dropped out.
Oh. Dustin put a link in the chat, Paul, to for you to play.
Why that? Might be some funky music.
Some funky music. Play that funky music, why boy?
No, you can't do that. You can't.
I think the best thing
That'll
DJI
get
could,
cancelled, that song.
you know what the best thing DJI could do to really pump up their excitement for a new release is come out with a Phantom 5.
Yeah.
Telling you if
That's
they,
what, 4 years old?
I'm telling you, if they came out with a Phantom 5, that would be the most hyped up, biggest release they've had in the past 4 or 5 years. People would go absolutely ape shit for that drone.
Yeah, and just put everything they've got into it.
You put a Mavic 3 camera on there.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Oh, yes.
Just kidding.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that's,
What?
now that's the sort of thing I'd be interested in. And then you can be absolutely fearless if it's waterproof.
But I'm curious to see how many people go out on a lot of these
In Holland, Michigan. Then it's
fanboy drone channels go out and buy that fucking
Yeah,
Mini 2
no,
SE.
Yeah, all the fanboys have got to buy it.
Do it. It's
They're
You're
gonna
not
be
a
like,
fan. That's the fanboy card. If you're
gonna
not
be
in
like
the fanboy club, you don't buy it. But to verify your entry into that fanboy club, you've got to get yourself one of those. You've got to get some. You've got to get one of every of their new releases because
you're gonna hear somebody say it's the best drone ever. No, it's not. It's the
Yeah.
Mini 1. The Mini 2's better.
yeah, it's the Mini 2 Army. Yes.
He said as soon as he put it in the water, it stopped it, and then he's like, "Just kidding," and started spinning.
I mean, if
Nerf's a good channel.
what DJI really needs to do is they need to get off the GPS drones for a little bit and let the ones that they put out simmer for a while, and just
I think
pump
they
out
need to do a
a bunch
waterproof drone as well.
of different FPV drones, because there's plenty of different sizes and styles they could go with. That's
Well,
what I'm saying. That could keep them
They
going
could do
for a
the
little while.
Avata 2. They could do the Avata SE. Yeah.
Well, I'm
There's
saying
many
that
drones
that
they
would
could
keep
put
them.
out.
That would keep them going for a while they come up with some other ideas for GPS shit. Because all the
Yeah.
drones that they put out in the last 2 years, dude, those cameras are still going to be top notch in another 2 years. So they don't need to really rush to make any new things. That's what I'm saying. What they should do is let the GPS simmer for a little bit and just start pumping out a bunch of different styles of FPV
I think
drones.
what they really need to do is get the M30T and make it so it's under 250 grams. I reckon that would
Oh
sell.
my god, that's just a Mini 1. You
Uh,
wouldn't be able to fit that much tech into a drone that size.
Oh, you don't know. With the way technology is going these days.
I would say maybe in another 10 years. I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Oh, they could bring out the M30T SE as well.
Honestly, I see the FAA just pushing that 250 gram mark even lower. They're going to make it so ridiculously tiny that you're not going to be able to make a functional drone that size that could go that
They'll
far.
put it. See if they can get it down to 99 grams.
Well, they're either going to change the rule and say all drones have to be in the same compliance,
Yeah.
which they're not going to do because obviously you have toy drones that fly in the house that are like, 20, 50 grams, real tiny little
Okay,
things.
well, if it's going to be 20, 50 grams, I'll bring it down to 1 gram.
But if they're going to make that kind of rule, I think they're just going to downgrade they're going to shave off like 100 grams or 150 grams off the already set standard.
Well, Japan has it at 199. And I know that for a fact because I know someone that has just gone over to Japan.
The problem is if a drone gets too small, it's just not going to be able to handle being in an atmosphere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Especially if you've ever, I've seen those really, really, tiny FPVs are about that big. I can't remember what Mars was showing me one.
well, I'm saying like, yeah, you make a drone too small and then the littlest breeze is just going to take off with it. It's
Yeah,
not going to
yeah.
be able, you're not going to make it powerful enough to be able to handle the wind. And you wouldn't be able to put enough tech into it to really get a good camera or anything on it, I don't think.
No, you just put a big GoPro on the top of it. Okay, well, I've got to go, so I'll see you all in another time.
Okay, Dominic, take care,
Enjoy
buddy.
your day, and we'll see you
Yeah,
again.
I think that too, Dre. I think they're gonna lower it. And it's not gonna go, it's just, they're gonna get rid of that 250 thing because then it's just gonna push. You're gonna see a lot of people like TJ, different people that are recreational pilots, are just gonna go to just flying minis. So they don't have to
I
deal
mean,
with
hell,
that crap.
I still got my Mavic Air 2. you know.
Right, but do you really want to deal with all the RID stuff if you can just fly something 250 and not have to
I
worry
mean,
about
like,
none of that?
well, Matt's got my my Mini 2, so
Well, that's what I'm saying though. Is it easier for you just to stick with minis that are under 250 or have to buy a freaking drone and pay more because it has to have that? Then you have more rules on top of you that you
yeah.
have to
I
comply
mean,
with.
I don't know. I keep talking about I want to get the Avata at least, but I don't know.
I think it's gonna push a lot of recreational pilots that don't want to deal with the remote ID down to 250. And then when the FAA sees that, they're gonna be like, nope. All right, we're stripping that away. We're gonna make it to where it has to be less than 50 grams. They're gonna make it so tiny that it's not gonna be a viable drone to fly outside. You're pretty much gonna be stuck with toy drones at that point.
Yeah.
I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm just, that's just my assumption because I think once they realize that so many people aren't gonna wanna fly the bigger stuff no more, you're gonna see DJI pushing a lot more mini type stuff. Then the FAA is gonna feel like they don't have enough control over you, and then they're gonna be like, nope.
I don't know. I guess we'll have to look and see like what Captain Joe was talking about.
All we can do is wait and see what happens. I mean, that's all we can do. We're just making assumptions. But
Yeah.
I'm just going based on the way the FAA kind of acts. The way they're acting now. That's my assumption. I don't know if that's actually what's gonna happen, but that's what I'm assuming will happen. Cause then you're gonna get a bunch of Karens complaining about 250 and lower. They're gonna be, oh, that little tiny drone was looking at my window, and then the FAA is gonna get a bunch of complaints and
For the mentors and the tough movers, Ranger offers supplies and solutions for every industry. Call clickgranger.com or just stop by. Ranger, for the ones who get it done. They told us to follow our dreams and said they were.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know. I want to get my eventually try to study for my 107, but I was let's see where I think she was on Fly Zone Drone, and she was in the chat. I think she was in the Fly Zone Drone chat one night. She goes by Chopper Girl, and I told her I wanted to get my 107, and I sent her an email, and like we were emailing back and forth, and then she told me to like not worry about it, save your money. Like you're more than likely won't ever need it, and I think you have to repay every 2 years. It's crazy. And then she's like, put that money into better video editing.
I mean, if you're gonna go that far, TJ, if you're not doing professional work, you might as well just get into a different hobby. Like
Yeah.
RC cars or something,
Yeah.
where you don't have all those rules.
Yeah. I mean, I even told her like I just have my recreational license, so
It's like, I don't really think it's worth you getting it. Unless you really love drones that much, or you're doing professional work.
yeah.
If you feel like you love drones that much, then
I mean,
would
I
say,
do, but I don't fly I don't fly a lot though.
well, like I said, unless you like really, really love drones that much and that's what you want to continue to do, I would say maybe take the time to go do a 107. But if you really feel you got to really sit back and think, do I really want to do this? Or because there's tons of other stuff you could get into
Yeah.
where you wouldn't have to deal with that. And that doesn't mean you have to leave the drone community and not be friends with people no more. You know what I'm saying? But there's other hobbies you could get into
Yeah.
that you could have just as much fun with.
Yeah, I mean, I used to have a couple RC cars that I used to play with, but I don't like they were those gas powered ones, and like, but I just kind of quit playing with them.
And like USA Drone Flyer says, you only have to pay once and you take the recurrent exam every 2 years on the FAA site, and it's now free when you retake it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think Al was telling me about that too.
But I'll tell you, I was doing the practice test with Jim from Above and Beyond Drones because he was really knowledgeable on that, all that.
Right.
And it's not the easiest thing to learn. I mean, it is if you're kind of bookie smart, I guess you want
Yeah.
to say. But it was a lot of information to retain because you don't really know what's going to be on the test. So you gotta kind of cover a wide range of stuff that you have to kind of cover. You know, it's like taking any other test. You know, they gave me
Right,
110, they gave me 100 pages of information about my job that I had to get certified for. But only like 4 or 5 pages of that crap was actually on my test when I got certified. But I didn't
Yeah.
know which 5 pages, right?
Right.
So I had to sit there and try to retain all that information. And that's with any big test like that. It can be a lot of excess information that you won't end up actually needing for the exam. And that's where you can run into, I don't know how well you are with doing tests and books and stuff like that.
Having so much fun collaborating together. You know, they say you're collaborating.
What's up, David? Birdman?
Great show. Thanks.
Hey, how you feeling, David?
Yeah, like I don't know, like when I was in school, like I always had a hard time like taking tests and shit like that. Like I would just read over. And then like I'd get quizzed on it and I'd just be like, I don't know.
And that's true. USA drone flyer 100%. Like I said, people just got to think whether they love drones that much and want to take it just to be able to fly more. They're not really doing professional, just kind of more recreational, but they're just getting licensed to be licensed. You know? Because getting into professional work is not the cheapest thing either. You know, you can spend thousands of dollars on just getting the right proper drones that you need in order to do professional work. Because like Dre and them will tell you, when you go to a job site or you apply for a specific job that you're going to do professional work for, they give you a list of drones that they require you have one of those on the list in order to do that specific job. And it's always, you know, Phantom 4s and up. They want Phantom 4s, Mavic 3s, Matrices,
Yeah.
Inspires. They want all those really expensive shit. So you got to get
Well, see,
yourself
when
a wide range of different types of drones to do professional work.
Well, when Ken Dono does drone work, he like uses small ones to fly like through houses and shit like that.
Right, but he's doing real estate.
Right.
I'm talking about if you're doing like mapping, if you're doing like power line inspection, stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Because you know, you don't always want to just get stuck in doing one type of work because the real estate market, you know, is volatile. Sometimes there might not be any work in that market, so you might have to jump over here and do something else for a little while. So you kind of have to open yourself to more than one type of work, which I'm sure Ken knows how to do other stuff. That might be his bread and butter, but I'm sure he knows how to do other stuff if need be, right?
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. And you got to have a wide variety of drones to do different types of jobs. I mean, look at Dre. He's got multiple different types of drones. Phantom 4s, Mavic 3, he's got the MT30.
Right. Yeah, he also has the Matrice 30 as well.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He has a variety of drones for different types of jobs you can use them for. See, like even Dono said, you could get away with doing, if you know how to properly edit. He even did a video about how you could do real estate with the Mini too, if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But like I said, that's a whole different job, right? Like that's a whole different type of work than doing like power line inspection, stuff like that. Like when
yeah.
Jim got into doing power line inspections, he had to get the Matrice. One, because it was
Jim from Jim's Droning.
No, Above and Beyond Drones, Jim. Because the Matrice was shielded against electronic interference, which, you know, when you get close to power lines, that's when you have issues. And it's specially shielded for things like that. Where if you got an Inspire 1 close to power lines, that motherfucker want to be going all over the place. it would get all crazy and start going crazy because it didn't have any kind of protection against electronic interference. Well, so just think about it. It's whether it's all up to what you want to do. Because when it comes down to it, it's all your time, effort, and money that's going to go into it. So
Yeah.
I want to get this home set right. It's gonna leave it for our kids, but I very much underestimated.
Anytime you get into bigger drones, you gotta have some deep pockets.
Yeah,
well, not only
exactly.
that is TJ would literally need to apprentice with somebody to learn how to do specific jobs. That's not a job that you just go out to there and just say, okay, I'm here, I'm ready to do the job.
Yeah.
Hey,
You got to know what
What's
you're
up,
doing.
Dre?
here comes Dre.
How's everybody doing?
What's up,
Good,
Dre?
yourself?
Good, good. I just listened to Justin talk. And I heard David was in, and I talked with Laura the other, I think it was yesterday, and said he had a couple of episodes. So I'm definitely concerned about him.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering. Still feel I'm
Still
sat in a sitting in a raging fire, I think.
Yeah. And when I heard that Laura had COVID, I was really concerned about him because, like I said, it attacks whatever pre-existing conditions you have. That's
Right.
what it will expose.
Well, and David also said, you know, that they were suspecting that he has an autoimmune disease, kind of like
Autoimmune.
where you don't have a
Yeah.
good immunity against things.
Mhm.
And that's really bad to have when you're around somebody with something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So when I heard Laura was sick, I was like, that was my main concern for him. You know, it could definitely, bring on some other side effects because of his pre-existing condition. Hey, what's going on, Captain Joe? Now, go ahead and continue on, Justin. I heard you talking to.
Well, I don't know.
TJ
Did you
about,
disagree with anything I said?
No. You nailed the head. I mean, Dono doesn't show a lot of the other drones he has. He has enterprise level drones.
Right.
Or has them at his disposal. He has an M300 at his disposal and other drones also for when he does different work. That's what I say, you gotta have for different work. Doing residential work. Now everything he's using the drones for, he used to use it with a gimbal. He used to put a camera. That's why he talks about all the cameras, the Canons, the Panasonics, and all other cameras that he's used over the years on gimbals. So using a drone, like I said, is just a different tool that allows him to give a different feel, but he still could do the job that he does with the residential real estate on foot. You just got to walk the camera up with a gimbal and do it like that. And like a lot of his
Right.
work is very impressive because he's good at editing.
Right.
That is the key thing. He's really good at editing. The drone just gives him a little more flexibility on doing something and gives him the ability to do a few different shots.
Well, he even admitted that Mini too, like he wanted to bash the hell out of it when it first came out. And I
Mhm.
watched the video he did on it. And he even
Yeah.
said, he goes, man, this thing is good enough for doing real estate if you know how to properly edit and everything.
Right, and
And-
just like when
and-
he, when the Avada came out, he's used the Avada a couple of times. He's used a lot of different things, but basically, I know his bread and butter is his DSLR game. He uses DSLR camera on a gimbal for a lot of his shots, and he gets some different type of shots using different drones. He uses the regular FPV drones.
Well, and that's another thing, TJ, you'd have to get into some kind of ground cameras too, and those things ain't fucking cheap.
Yeah. I mean, I have my the damn
Yeah.
my GoPro, and then I have the thing that you hold it, the stick thing.
Yeah, well, we talk about ground cameras. Primarily, you're talking about a DSLR type of camera, full frame. Because I have one. I have an older Canon Rebel 7. Because a lot of times they'll ask for ground pictures, and you might have to take up to about 30 ground shots. of a commercial property, something like that, what I've done. And they're going to tell you they want something that has at least a minimum of 20 megapixels or higher. So you're talking about a GoPro, which is most GoPros only going to give you about 12 megapixels. So it doesn't give you big enough pixel ratios for what a client may want. So that's what Justin's talking about, that you'll get a list of what your clients are looking for. And then, like I say, like the jobs I like, they're real easy. But all they want me to do is take shots and turn the shots over to them and let them do what they want. If they want to, post edited stuff, they do it. But you got to give them the raw files, and that's why I say you got to have a camera that shoots in RAW. As far as the DSLR that shoots in RAW format, and even with your drones, you got to have a drone that shoots in RAW. So that determines what drone I can use.
AZ was just asking Giggles and Wiggles, what it's called, a sticky thingy?
A stick thingy. It's called a stick thingy.
But I mean, yeah, it's not a cheap thing to get into, though.
No, it's not. I mean,
sure.
Anytime it's like anything else. I don't care if you're a carpenter. You buy all the tools you need to be a carpenter. It ain't cheap either.
Well, see, I did the same stupid thing too, Dre. Like when I first got in the drone community, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get me an Air 2 and a Mini 2, and I'm gonna do some professional work." And then when I started hanging around with Jim and all them, and realized, dude, you got to have like a Matrice and all this other like $10,000 drone. I was like, oh hell no.
Yeah. And that's why I tell people, I mean, do your homework, and that's what I kind of did. I said I did my homework, found out what the industry standards were, and what it still is, and that's why that Phantom 4 Pro is still king of the hill when it comes to construction.
There's a stick thingy.
There's the stick thingy.
Is that the one for GoPros?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Well, the other thing too that you're going to need, TJ, is you're going to have a file set up of things that you have done. They want to see what you've done.
Like a catalog.
Yeah.
Now, Dre, when you first started, Dre, did you like mentor with somebody like to kind of help you show you the ropes a little bit, or did you just figure it out by yourself?
Like I tell everyone, when I got into it, is because of my construction background, as coming up as a laborer, operator, and inspector. That's what got my foot in the door, because I could speak the same terminology that they speak, so they knew I knew what I was talking about.
Yeah.
So when they talk about they want this done, that done, I can sit there and say, okay, we're going to come with this, and that, and speak the same language. And that's why I tell people that helps you out a lot. Helps you out a lot when you speak the same language as your clients do.
Yeah, because you can't just show up there, TJ, and go, I'm going to take the thingy thing and I'm going to get the shot.
Yeah, the thingy thing won't wash.
That's right.
I tell you, my biggest experience, like I say, when I was doing a job for the state on a CHP facility, and the state is very particular. I mean, a lot of jobs I had, I signed contracts. I signed NDA stuff. So, the state, they were more impressed with my professional credentials as a inspector than they were my credentials as being a drone operator. That was, like I said, you'll find out, a lot of folks who have drones, but a lot of folks who have drones who can't identify different things on a job site that they might want information on.
Well, see, and when
they want me to do certain things, I said, okay, we're going to do this and that, and I can tell them, oh, this is a utility vault over here, that's electrical vault over there, that's sewer lines over here, all this kind of stuff that I can identify because I'm used to the industry and all the different markings you may have on a construction site.
You have to walk the walk and talk the talk, right?
That's
well,
it.
that was like originally when I was gonna do the 107 with Jim and everything, before he went on his hiatus or whatever. I was actually gonna go down there and he was going to like mentor me and show me how to do the power line stuff.
Yeah.
And he was gonna let me use his equipment to do it.
If you're not in the industry or came up through the industry, you're gonna need somebody to show you the ropes. Like Paul is saying, you gotta talk the talk and walk the walk and everything.
And
because, they don't want anybody out. I mean, like I said, a lot of folks have drones, but a lot of time is going to be your previous experience is going to really sell yourself more than anything else until you become known in the industry, like any other, industry. Until you get more widely known for the results of your work with a drone, you got to rely upon your own background, previous background, to get your foot in the door.
like I said, TJ, just think about it, whether you want to do it just because you want to be recreational with more
Yeah.
of a
Well, I
license.
encourage anyone to do it. I mean, I tell a lot of folks when, being Part 107 does separate you from the rest of the crowd initially. But
Right.
there are a lot of Part 107 people out there, and there's more and more every year because, this is where I feel the FAA is pushing everybody anyway, with the trust test and everything else. I said, so when you start wanting people to be certified, just like I tell guys at any local airport, when you got guys who own little Cessnas and stuff like that, they're pilots. They got to take the test just like we got to take a test. They got to get physicals every other year, stuff like that, like a commercial a driver does. And so I was like, okay, if I got to jump all these hoops, I might as well try to, make a little money here and there.
And Ron's in the chat. Ron, how much was that really badass Sony camera you have? How much one of those things go for?
Hey, Ron,
I was
good to
kind of
see you. I haven't
curious.
seen you in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. And TJ, I see Laura called you up.
I saw that. I need to put up some videos. She wants to see my crazy world.
Mm. Yeah,
What do you
Ron
think?
can tell you. I mean, Ron used to do the what I call heavy lifting work, doing weddings. Dude, that's
Dealing with crazy brides.
well, the bride is one thing, but it's the rest of the family that drives you nuts. You got
mom.
mother-in-laws and mothers,
Yeah.
and
the
everybody
mother-in-law
think they
knows.
should be spotlighted in all the photographs and stuff. Like it's like
Oh, and
everybody.
they're all a photography expert too.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You get all these little wannabe experts trying to tell you what to do. So I said, when Ron tells you those stories, man, I've done one wedding, and I said, I'll never do another one. Don't want to do another one, dude. 'Cause
Yeah,
one
look at
thing,
that.
They don't want to pay the money because everybody who gets married, unless you just got somebody who just got extra cash to throw around, everybody's trying to do it on the cheap.
Look at that, TJ. 1,500 for one of his cameras. The other one,
Oh, yeah.
3,200.
Yeah.
It's a pricey little.
Absolutely.
That's $5,000 right there, or what?
And you gotta
4,700.
have the extra glass for the cameras too.
Yeah, that's just probably the
All the
body
lenses.
going to all the different lenses.
Well, for like the X9s and the X7s and all those, the lenses are actually more expensive than the cameras are.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
They're
Ron
like
put-
$2
Ron
grand a
put in there,
piece.
so that's why I don't do weddings anymore. Doing a wedding is, I call that heavy lifting work, dude. You're trying to please 4 or 5 folks, and like I say, you're not gonna please everybody. So you're always gonna have somebody complain, somebody gonna be a critic, and even while the wedding's going on, they're gonna try to tell you where to stand and all, you're in the way and all this kind of stuff. You say, hey, if you want this stuff on video or whatever, I gotta be in the way of the spectators sometimes.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, some of the best wedding photographers I've ever seen are those late 20s, early 30s female that is really boisterous and, hey, you get over here and
And even Captain Joe is putting in the chat talking about he did it for 8 years. That's a bad word.
Bad word.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you can get into, and that's why Justice talked about. You got to be flexible until you find your niche to where you can say, okay, I can do okay just doing this type of work and stuff. I have, done, different things, and I still do a few things on the side. Sometimes I do them for, like I said, I do it for the city as far as doing little festival work, doing a combination of flyovers of like a event. They might be doing some kind of nonprofit event or something like that. And I do some work, like I said, with a GoPro camera, all this kind of stuff. Because all I'm trying to do is do a little small video, promotional video they can use for next year, all this kind of stuff and everything.
Ron said, Lens can put you in bankruptcy and divorce court.
Yeah.
the cost of the lenses. Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think I think it was like, what, about 6 to 8 grand for Inspire 2. And then if you wanted the X9 with all the lenses, that was like another 10 grand or some
You
crap.
see what Ron put in? Bridezillas are crazy and eat their young.
Yeah. Yeah. Steve. Yeah, I mean, like I say, you know, you may, like I say, do some weddings if that's what you like doing and dealing with people on that level. The residential real estate, like Ken Dono does, you know, and I tell people, even Paul Hodges, that's what he does. You know, he does a lot of the exterior work, but the same thing. He does exterior work and he puts the signs up. Now that's another thing there. I'm no carpenter, so I'm not putting up no signs, telling for sale signs and stuff and taking them down, you know. But Paul Hodges, he likes doing that, and he keeps him working. But he works with about almost a dozen different realtors, and that's why I tell people, if you want to do residential real estate, you need a group of realtors who can feed you listings on a weekly basis.
And honestly, I would probably recommend expanding out of that because, like I said, sometimes that market can be volatile, and then you might not have any work for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, give you an opportunity to go do other things like mapping, inspections, stuff like that on other stuff.
Right, and that's why I say you need a quite a few realtors feeding you listings to keep you busy. Like I said, they're always, you know, want to advertise their work. But like I said, the market is changing. I said this from the middle of last year. I said when the interest rates were going up, when the Fed was raising the interest rate, I said, well, this is going to have a trickle down effect to where if it costs people more money to get loans, to get money, they're going to stop doing it, which means there's going to be less construction going on, all this kind of stuff. And it affects what I do, because that means the guys who are building all these commercial construction, they're going to slow down. So construction is the first thing that gets affected when the Fed start raising rates, because commercial and large housing developments are the bread and butter of the construction industry. So when they don't want to, you know, spend more money on getting loans, that means the market slows down. And I saw that firsthand back in 2006. Everybody says 2008 was the big crash, but it started affecting construction back in 2006.
People that were paying attention would have saw it coming a year and a half before it hit.
Right. That's why I said 2006 was the year I worked. I was working a job out near Chino Airport here in Chino, California, and we were blowing and going 6 days a week. And also the foreman came in, called us all in, said, "Hey, we're done." And we're thinking like, "Oh, short day today." He said, "No, we're done. The guy's not spending no more money." And like I said, I sat home for a year.
Well, if you watch that movie, The Big Short, it was actually those guys saw it coming about a year and a half before it hit, and that's why they invested. And that guy went from being worth like $20 million over $1 billion because he was betting against all that.
Right.
You know, there was multiple guys that were really good, like mathematicians, that saw that coming, and they saw it way before it hit, and they knew it was coming.
Yeah. So like I say, you know, you got to watch the market indicator. That's why I was asking. I think I was asking Billy Kyle. He was on somebody's show, and he never gave me an answer. I don't know if he had time to answer or not. But I know Billy does a lot of commercial real estate work, and I was asking him, has things started to slow down on his end? You know, especially being back east in the Pennsylvania area, where right now it's wintertime, so there's not a lot of construction going on anyway. For him, and how much commercial work is he getting, you know, doing regular stuff. So like I said, you got to pay attention to the market and stuff. And as I say, being flexible to do other things that may come about, you know, and that's why I say you got to invest in different drones that can help you. That's why I tell folks, no, I'm not going to buy the Avata. I'm not going to buy this and that, because I have to look at it from a business standpoint to how will this drone actually help my bottom line to justify the cost of it. Now I tell people all the time, my Phantom 4 Pros, they have made me money hand over fist. That's the most used drone that I have. I have 4 Phantom 4 Pros, and they pay for themselves 4 or 5 times over.
Well, I mean, when I was with Uncle Ray and Al and Ken Gottlieb and all that, like Ken Gottlieb's got the Avata and he let me fly it. Man, I had so much fun flying that thing. It made me want to go out and buy one.
Don't ever fly something you can't afford, TJ.
Yeah.
Well, like I
You
said,
know,
I mean,
when
there are
Ron-
drones that are there for fun, and there's nothing
Like-
wrong going out flying for fun. I wish I'd say when I got into a TJ, I never flew a drone until I started studying for my Part 107. Never flew
Yeah.
one just for fun. It's always been about doing something in the industry I work in. So my mindset has always been about doing a job.
I'll tell you
Not
when
about just going out and relaxing or anything else. It's always been about getting a job done.
I'll tell you when
How do I get better at my job, more efficient at my job? And now that job itself is turned into a side business for me to make some more extra money for myself. So like I said, I wasn't out there just hanging out, flying on weekends or whenever the sun was right and bright. I have a different mindset than a lot of other folks who go out there and do it. You know, Paul goes out there and does it for his ships and stuff. And I saw one of the comments on the last one he did. But like you said, somebody he doesn't even know thanked him for that video. And I don't know if it's one of the guys on the ship or a family member who has somebody on that ship or whatever, but they thanked him for that video. So he goes out and flies for a purpose to help other people.
I'll tell you, when Jim offered me to fly his Matrice, that was a little nerve-wracking, I'm not gonna lie. Because, I don't have the money to replace a drone that expensive, but he was like, yeah, don't worry about it, just come out. And I was like, oh God. Because I'm generally one of those people, like, you could be my best friend and pull up to my house and say, look at this brand new Ferrari I got, you want to take it for a spin? I'll tell you no. Because I look at it as if I can't afford to replace it, I'm not driving it.
Yeah.
I don't like touching stuff that I feel like I can't replace if I accidentally wreck it, because I'd feel really bad.
Yeah. And getting back to Ken Donald, I like a couple of videos Ken did at the end of last year where he actually showed people the breakdown of how he generates his income. Ken burns the candle at both ends. He's doing stuff in 3D printing. He's also a business partner with the other guy in the drone business they got there. He does so much work. He gets things done with his YouTube channel, other stuff. So Ken is burning a lot of hours. I mean, that's the real hustle and stuff. Like me, I have a regular 9-to-5 job I can fall back on, so I don't have to go out and hustle so hard like Ken does. And that's why I tip my cap to him, because he puts the effort in. There ain't no doubt in mind. That man puts definitely the effort in of what he's doing, and it shows in the results. Like I say, Justin, you got the 3D printer still, right, Justin?
Yeah, I haven't used it much because I don't have the room for it at the moment, but yeah.
Yeah. And like for me, I mean, some guys, I know some folks have went out and bought these 3D printers, just like go out and buy the drone, just to have something to do, something to do around the house or whatever. For me, like I said, I would have to have a purpose of how this is going to help me in my business, and stuff. So like I say, Ken Donald's doing a lot. And like I say, all of his results are from a lot of hard work that he puts in day and night, and that's why I also appreciate the fact that he, in his last year, he has taken time off from all this hustling he's doing to spend time with his family also. Because you can burn yourself out and burn your family out trying to make ends meet doing this kind of work. Because like I say, drone business is, like I said, it's a road warrior business. It ain't gonna be like you're just gonna walk down the street and fly a job. You got to be willing to travel and put a lot of mileage on your vehicle.
That's like Al does it so much though. You can tell when he comes on the shows, he doesn't want to talk about drones. You notice that? Like Al would rather come on Matt's show and just joke around, but the minute you start talking about drones, you can tell Al kind of checks out because he does it so much.
Right.
That it's not fun for him like a hobbyist, like TJ or somebody.
Yeah.
And you could tell he's kind of, it's to him, he's burnt out on talking about it.
Yeah. So for me, I like the rules and regulation part. I can talk about that all day long. Rules I don't agree with, rules I do support, stuff like that. That's just me because I come from a law enforcement background. So talking about laws and regulations and stuff, that's part of who I am. I've been involved in the legal side of things since my military time as a legal officer and stuff. So, I can talk about that stuff all day long.
Hey, does anybody off chance know of any, I asked David already, I messaged David to ask him, but if anybody else might know a free, a program that you could use to unlock an iPhone?
Is
Because
your,
my-
is your,
m-
is
my
your
daughter,
iPhone-
no, my daughter changed my 8-year-old changed the code on her phone and now doesn't remember it. And she put it in bad so many times that now the phone's locked up for 4 hours.
Oh, wow.
And now I
Who's
know
the service through?
it's not, it's just she can hook it up to Wi-Fi when she's at the house and use it to watch YouTube or whatever.
But you can't even
It's
get
not-
into the phone to get to the menu, can you?
No, that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
there, I know there's programs out there that you can pay for that will bypass the password and unlock the phone for you, but I didn't know if there was maybe a free one out there somebody might know.
Nah, like I said, I'm not that tech
Cause
savvy
there's
on phones.
tenure share for Ukey, but that one you have to pay a monthly subscription for, and I'm not doing that to unlock one phone.
Yeah, like I said, if I get my hand on an Apple device, I just hand it over to my youngest daughter and said, reset it. I said, reset that for your dad. All I know about the Apple devices I have, I said, I just reset them. And then, like I say, I tell it to copy over the last one I had, just transfer all the information. That's about as far as I go.
Yeah, you
Laura-
can.
Yeah,
you can
Laura
do that.
Laura said you can connect it to the PC or iTunes, maybe.
Yeah, well, I didn't set it up for her, and so I don't know what email she used, and neither do they. So what I want to do is
Is it an
unlock it
Apple
and
phone?
factory. Yeah, I want to unlock it and factory reset it, pretty much start it from
Right,
scratch,
that's
and
what I
I'll
figured
set
you
it
want
up.
factory reset it.
And I'll set it up the way I want to set it up, so I don't have that problem again.
Yeah, because okay, I'm trying to think. If you don't know her Apple
You have an
email,
account?
you're dead in the water.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There are programs I know of out there that can bypass all that,
Yeah.
but the problem is most of them you have to pay for, and
Mm.
I don't want to pay, an outrageous amount just to unlock the phone.
All right. Well, folks, I'm gonna go home.
Okay, Dre.
After
Yeah.
4 o'clock here at Pacific Coast time.
Yeah, I think we're gonna call it because
It's getting late.
we've been on a while. We got 21 people watching. I hate to call it, but
Yeah.
this is about the time of day Justin usually calls it anyway.
I'm not working tomorrow anyway. I got doctor's appointment.
Oh, okay.
You guys take care. I'm out.
Okay.
All right, Dre, we'll see ya.
Just make me host and you all can drop out. I'll keep the show
Justin
going.
will just sit
myself.
and talk to himself.
I'll keep the show going. There's 21 people watching.
Yeah, 21 people are
I'll
watching.
keep it going. I don't care. I'm sure somebody will pop in eventually.
If I make you host, will you be able to shut it down eventually?
Yeah, I can. It will give me that option.
Okay. PJ, you staying for a while?
I don't know. I might I'm thinking I have visions of tater tots dancing in my head. Cause I think Domino's has those tater tots that I was talking about earlier.
Well, Justin, maybe you should go over and start your own show up and then just let her run as long as you want.
I don't know. We'll see if anybody's interested in coming over. And
Oh,
hanging out.
when you go live, you get a lot of different people show up.
Maybe Tim might come on.
Yeah.
I don't know where Tim's at.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while, really.
Because when you pop up, it's going to pop up on everybody's screens. Because right now, Paul Murray's popped up already. He's popped.
He's popping.
His kernel is popped.
His kernel is popping.
So when you start up new, you're liable to get a whole bunch of people.
I think actually Johnny's live right now. I think I just got a notification on there, so I was gonna go over there for a little bit and see what's happening.
Yeah.
You're good then.
Okay, everybody.
All right, we'll see you guys
Thanks for being
later.
here. We'll see all of you again next time. And
All right, we'll
if you
see what-
want to watch, Justin's going to be going live, right, Justin?
I mean, if there's gonna be people that are gonna be willing to come and hang out, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
go
I'm
and
sure there is.
step on myself for an hour.
Well, you know what? Maybe TJ'd come over there and see you for a few minutes and then pop back and forth.
Yeah, just be back
he-
and forth. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
All right, well, I'll see y'all later.
Okay, everybody,
All right,
take
we'll see
care.
y'all.
Thanks for being here, everybody.